Rise up, my sisters, rise up. We are the water, the sacred cup. It's in our hands that all life grows.
Hello darlings. In this session I am going to share a little bit about the way I use journaling and something called a moon dial to help me track each individual day's energy of my cycle. This has been an amazing experience for me, and I only ever really believe that tracking your cycle in this way were for women that were looking to perhaps get pregnant or not get pregnant. I never realized up until I tried it for myself that this is where we're able to really access the magic of the feminine wisdom through connecting to each energies of the day. So for example, when I show you the moon dial, you'll see I know exactly what days of the month I'm going to be feeling high vibe, or I'll know exactly what days of the month I'm going to be feeling overwhelmed or withdrawn. It takes about 3 months of practicing this journaling style to build yourself up a bit of a library, and that way once you're able to look back across the months, you'll be able to work with your own particular energies. And trust me, when you are doing it this way, there's something that I'll go with you a little deeper with on the Zoom call, but there is a particular way to harness these magic energies for manifesting. And trust me, you're able to manifest your heart's desires when you're completely in tune with this style of work. So for an example of journaling, I track my day's cycle. So I mark day 1 on the first day of my bleed, and I put in each day, day 1, day 2, day 3, all the way up until the day I bleed again. So I might have a 25-day cycle, or as was last month, I think it was like a 31-day cycle. And then each day I put in a little note, and I use about 5 or 6 prompts. The prompts are my energy levels. Am I feeling dynamic, social? Do I have low energy in it, or am I feeling withdrawn? My emotions. Am I feeling peaceful and harmony? Or am I feeling irritable and perhaps sadness coming through with like a touch of grief and anger? My health. Am I fatigued? What was my quality of sleep like, and what foods am I craving? And also, how is my body feeling? Am I strong at the gym, or am I feeling like I can't be bothered? My sexuality. Am I feeling active or passive, erotic and lustful, or do I have no sexual drive whatsoever? My outward expression. This is a good one. Am I feeling creative? Am I feeling like being out there in the world? Am I feeling sporty? Like I do have lots of outward energy, feeling confidence, you know? Or am I feeling like I don't have concentration and would rather not be part of the world and feeling withdrawn and getting ready to go within? I also take note of my dreams. This is a really good one to just jot down a few words. Sometimes I have repetitive dreams of snakes, and this is when I know that it's time to prepare to go within. It's time for the shedding and the renewal, renew and rebirthing energies that snakes have. They send me little messages in my dreams. Sometimes I have quite sexy dreams, and I also know that this is when I'm about to ovulate. So you see there's like all these little signs that come through in other ways, whether it be in the dream state or in the waking state. But yeah, I'll show you the moon dial, and like I said, we'll go further into it in the call. And yeah, the moon dial for me took a little while to get used to the practice. And I also use a journal, so I don't do it like this way every month. but I've done it for a few months in a row now, so I know where each day lines up. So for example, day 18 on each month, I'll know what the particular energy holds. So bear with me, I'm going to spin the camera around so you can have a look at my moon dial. So I hope you can see this okay. This was my moon dial for August and into September, starting on my day 1, which was the first day of my bleed, the 17th of the 8th, and I finished bleeding on the 21st to the 8th, so I had 5 days. My bleed time, my moon time, fell across the new moon, so I've marked that in on day 3. And I also put in that I had some pain, I felt low energy, and I spent time in my red tent. You can see day 6 and 7, 8, I also felt a little tired and emotionally detached. And it wasn't until like day 10, 11, I started to feel like being out in the world. I went out walking and I was starting to feel clear again as I was moving into that springtime. I started having my sexy dreams around the late spring, early summertime on day 15th, where I felt confident, inspired and motivated. All the way around until the full moon, where I was still feeling balanced and happy. I was feeling loving. And then as I moved into the time of autumn, I started to feel like I was overwhelmed and not feeling so great being out in the world again. So this was a tough half of the month for me, this cycle. I actually on day 26 had a bit of a meltdown and went and put myself to bed, where I felt like I was working through some past life grief. Now these are the really interesting things about keeping records or moon diaries, moon journals, moon dials like this, is that I know for the last 3 to 4 months in a row, in fact I've been working like this for quite some time, that my most potent time as far as high summer and being most confident, inspired and motivated and getting lots of work done, feeling creative, is around this time, day 14 to day 20. Or 14 to 21. So the bonus of knowing this and the reason behind keeping these records is that if I do need to have an important meeting or sign contracts or put myself out there in the world, for example, perhaps facilitate, like last month I did a cacao ceremony, I checked my diary and saw what day of the month I was going to be on, and I was around day 21, so I knew that it would be a great, powerful day and I would have good energies as far as my cycle goes to facilitate in that way. So I would love to go deeper with you on the stories of the moon dials, and we'll do that in a Zoom call. But for now, I invite you, if you're not already, to do so. Take note of where you're at in your cycle in your journal and start marking in the days. So day 1 is the first day of your bleed, and that's the first day of your winter. So my loves, you can see by keeping a record of these journal prompts each individual day throughout your cycle, throughout your month, you'll be able to work with the energies in a completely aligned way, and you'll be able to also work with those energies in a way that supports you, supports your creative projects, your relationships. It will help you with so many things, especially if you're wanting to manifest and create some magic in your life. You're able to see what day of the month where you're feeling like your dreams and your visioning is amped up, where you have the clearest energy. And these are the days that if you're not already using a yoni egg to amplify what it is that you're wanting to create in the world, for example, on my mid-cycle where I know that I am feeling completely inspired and creative, I'll work with my clear quartz yoni egg. And I'll also work with a prayer that I'll share with you on the live. And these energies combine, your menstrual energies, the wisdom that holds, you tuning into it, working with the yoni egg, working with a crystal, just journaling and prayer. When you're working in these ways, as a woman that is connected to nature and to her cyclic ways, you'll be able to manifest your heart's desires. I can't wait to share this with you live. Sending so much love.